I had a couple little errands to run, and I got the strawberry refresher because, well, I needed to. Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Now, I wasn't planning on filming it all today, but I decided I think I'm going to try. I have several eBay auction endings that I need to pack up, and I also have all 75 live sale items to package up today. So that's a lot. So I've got to get my eBay packaging done first because there's more of a time schedule with those. So I thought maybe since I've got so much to do today and it's a lot of packing stuff, I might try to rig up a camera at the shop where you can watch me package up some things, and I'll kind of talk through it a little bit. I've got some big things to package that I'm not really looking forward to. Like a mannequin. Do you ship a mannequin? I don't normally either, but I have one today. So I thought maybe I would see what I can do. And so we'll see if we can get this set up. So it's going to be a kind of a what's Misty shipping video. You know, I can never think of clever titles for anything, but we'll go with that today. Oh, we're taking Maybelle with us today too, so we're going to throw that into the mix as well. All right, let's go. All right, well, I just got to the shop. I had a couple little errands to run, and I got the strawberry refresher because, well, I needed to. Didn't drink my water yesterday. I don't know if you know this, but I'm trying to drink 73 ounces of water a day. I didn't do it yesterday. I've been doing really good with it. I didn't do it yesterday. I'm going to try to do it today, but I'm also drinking my Venti strawberry refresher with lemonade because I have a lot to do. I have 16 eBay items to package up and 75 items from my live sale yesterday. So it's a lot to do. So I'm at the shop now, just got here, so we're going to, yes, that's a mattress in the back of my car because I'm bringing it here for my dad. I live an odd life sometimes, but I have things in the back of my car I need to bring in so we can get started. Maybelle isn't with me right now. I'm going to get her about halfway through the day, so she will be with me here this afternoon. And Graham is going to be here today too to help me with invoicing. So we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna have a good day. So we're in the shop now, and let me just show you what my day is going to consist of. I have these items and all of these items that have to be shipped and invoiced today. Well, they have to be packaged up so I can invoice the customers, as well as these. These were things that I sold on Instagram, and these were all the beauties that were sold during my YouTube sale. These items are things that I have sold, some of them on the eBay auction, some of them just like these coffee mugs I've had for a very long time. They have finally sold. This little pincushion doll, a Christmas ornament. Now, let me just tell you, Christmas ornaments are going to start selling. And so if you have your Christmas items, definitely if you have your fall items, get them listed. Christmas ornaments are going to start selling. So, and then these things were things that I have sold as an eBay auction that has ended. And so I need to get them shipped up. And I think I have, let me just check eBay. Do I have another? See, I have 14 items to ship, and I have 1-day shipping on eBay. So 8 of these have to be shipped out today. I'm going to get all 14 of them shipped out today. If it's the last thing I do, let me see. I think I've got to pull Jabba the Hutt and this cigarette case. And then I think that's it. Let me go back here and pull Jabba and the cigarette case. Going back to my least favorite area, and that's the messiest area. But these are all the things that I have on eBay right now, which the shelf's getting a little bare because your girl has not been posting very much on eBay lately because the live sales have really kind of taken a life of their own. But this was actually, it sold on an eBay auction, but the buyer never paid for it. So it went back up as a buy it now, and it sold as soon as I relisted it. I have, here, pardon me, let me just move this chair that's on top of this tote. This is where I keep all toys. Oh, there you are, Jabba. Y'all remember Jabba? Y'all remember him? Oogie boogie. I remember him from Star Wars. All right, so we got Jabba, and we've got the vintage cigarette case / lighter. Oh, let me just show you a little peek. Ooh, good. Couch is getting ready to come in. I've been working on getting it done. It's not done yet, but that corner's coming along. All right, let's lay Jabba down. What I like to do when I get here in the mornings is I have this table and I'll lay everything out that needs to get shipped. So that's what I'm doing. But this, and that, and quite honestly, that is not going to be the funnest thing to ship. But we're going to do it because we sold it. And yeah, now it's time to ship it. So I'm going to try to put this camera up here. And so you're not going to see my face. You're going to see my hands. And I'm going to just kind of show you how I wrap up some things. And hopefully it will help you, give you a little bit of an idea. I tend to err on the side of caution. I do use a lot of packing material. I will recycle things and just, I will use it to pad it. And there's no shame in my game. I will use newspaper. If I have it and I need to recycle it, I'm going to use it as padding. It isn't the prettiest thing in the world, but we're going to recycle it. We're going to use it anyway. So I just kind of use what I have, but I do err on the side of caution when it comes to especially vintage one-of-a-kind breakables, because you don't want them to break. It breaks my heart if something would get broken. So I tend to overpack. So that's just the way it is. All right, let's see if I can get this rigged up, and we'll see if we can get a video out of this today. All right, we are going to start with the big Mama Jamma, and that is this popsicle stick lamp. So here she is. She's a beautiful popsicle stick lamp with her little drawer. I'm going to take the drawer out because I'm going to wrap it. Well, yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I might wrap it separately. But she has these flaps here, so I'm going to have to wrap her pretty good. She has a finial here on the top that I am going to take off and wrap on its own. I don't think that this heart comes off. I am going to take this drawer out because I am actually afraid that I'm going to lose it. Sometimes these little harps will snap off here at each corner. Dad was waving to me, but I don't think that this is going to be the case. We're just going to pack it as is. So I am going to put the cord up inside here, up inside the little cavity. All right, and then we have the shade. Let's wrap the finial first. The finial is just a little glass knob on the top of the lamp. So we're going to give that a wrap first. I might just stick it inside this. I am going to use some craft paper here that I have. To put on the inside of the shade. I am going to put this in a little bag to protect it because I'm afraid it's going to slide out in shipping and then it might break. So we're going to protect it a little bit too. All right, now I'm trying to, I protected the harp a little bit. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. It's at these times I wish I had wider bubble wrap, but I don't. But I really want to make it to where this little flap here isn't gonna be flapping around. So I'm gonna take a piece of bubble wrap. And lay it on there. And wrap it a little tight on that corner. And I'm gonna do the same to the other side. the box, which, you know, you can Frankenstein boxes, which means you pretty much make your own box. And since I didn't take the harp off, I'm probably going to have to do that. Just makes it a little bit more difficult. I'm going to use this one. Just kind of wrap around that side. I really try to package my items to where the buyer can reuse any of the bubble wrap if they are going to resell or just use it to protect something that they have. I really do like the idea of just trying to be able to repurpose everything as much as we can. I'm going to do the same thing with this back side here. Another thing too is you want to make sure that the tape is not touching the item. I do not want the tape to touch a raw piece of wood because then it might take off some of the patina or some of the coloring or some of the glaze that's on the wood. All right, and then I just kind of double check it to see if there's any spots that I feel like might need a little bit more cushioning, and I think like around the neck of this lamp. So I'm going to put a little collar around this lamp to protect that side. I think that looks pretty good. So we have this just kind of all wrapped. It looks like a sculpture. And this is the drawer that I just kind of wrapped up because I want to protect that too. The finial is down here in the shade. So now we're going to get to the shade itself. I'm going to follow the same technique. This is going to be a little bit easier because it's smaller. And I'm going to do my just tuck and roll. Tuck and roll. I'm going to have to grab another roll of bubble wrap. All right, so now I'm going to give another layer going in the opposite direction that I started in. Still just tucking and rolling. And I know that some of you might be watching this and you'll be like, that's excessive, girl. No, in my opinion, it is not. It's protective. It is protective. You can't go to Walmart and buy this lamp. You know, someone spent very good money on this lamp, and I want to make sure that it arrives to them in a nice manner with care. That's important to me. All right, so now I have all of the pieces. The finial's inside here. Here is the drawer. Here is the lamp. So now the fun part, I'm not, and I say that in all kidding because this is not the fun part. It's finding the box. I have a couple of bigger boxes over here. Let me go see if I have one that would work. I think that I do. Let's see. You know, sometimes it's trial and error. We're gonna try this box. This is just a box that I had gotten from Amazon. Before I tape it, waste my tape, I'm just gonna lay everything inside. Okay, it looks like that fits in there. How about the shade? Okay, I think we have found our box. Hot dog, first try. Okay, now we gotta take everything out because I gotta tape the box on the bottom. Always put tissue paper on everything, especially something that's quite big like that. But I like to add a nice little touch, and also too, that's going to make it stand out to where they'll be like, oh, that goes with it. That's the drawer. Just adds a nice little something. Okay, and I have these little cards. Now, I had talked about in a video and I didn't do it. I didn't show. I have a bunch of playing cards and I didn't show what I was doing with them. So this is basically it. And it's not that big of a deal, but it is. I have these cute little small little thank you stickers. So I just add them to the back of a vintage playing card. You can also, if you wanted to type up your shop information, you can put that and repurpose these playing cards into a thank you card. So I'll stick that on there. Stick that over there. See, so I have this void, and you don't want voids. We don't want voids. So, you know, when you order anything from Amazon, you do get these air pockets, and I do buy air pockets, but I use the ones that I get from my eBay or my Amazon orders more than I use the ones that I've ordered. So we're wanting to fill in the void. So here's the box. Let's give it a shake. No noise. It fit nicely in here. So now we will measure it. And I write everything down on the box because I'll forget. So we do across, the width, and the height. 17 by 14 by 8. Now we will get the weight. 4 pounds, 8 ounces. It doesn't weigh that much. 4.8. All right, and this is the lamp. So I may just try to get a couple of these done, and then I'll go and print off the label. Next, let's do this good old light fixture globe. It's cool. It's uranium glass. It glows. But I'm a little nervous to ship it, but we're going to do it. When you go sourcing a lot and you go shop at antique malls and stuff, you will find that a lot of times they'll wrap your things in this nice paper, and I save it all and I reuse it. I don't know if this helps at all, but it makes me feel like it does, so I do it. If anything has a void in it, like since this is a light fixture, I will stick paper on the inside of it for a couple reasons. I think that it helps protect it a little bit more, and as I'm wrapping it, it provides a barrier on top, so it gives me a nice, even wrapping point. So there's that. This is going to take some bubble wrap, I'm just saying. A lot of times you have to think about, too, I'm selling this, how much shipping material is it going to take to ship it so it arrives to its new home in one piece. So you have to take all that into consideration. You know, when you're reselling. But I'm just doing my tucking and roll. It will go in a box that will have lots of padding in it. And that big clear bag that I showed you, I probably will use it to give it some padding. So I wrapped it this way, and it never fails. I always do this, where I have so much on one side and not enough on the other. Happens all the time. Rookie mistake. All right, so now I'm going to start wrapping it on the opposite end. I'm going to make sure that side gets covered well. It's almost like making a snowball. We're making a snowball. We're rolling it, and it's growing larger and larger as we roll it. I grabbed it a little too much. It's a little ambitious. So look at that nice big snowball that we made out of bubble wrap. And you just kind of have to go with your gut. If you feel like it's good, then it's good. I think that this is good because we're going to put some cushioning in there. It's going to protect it even more. That's ready to go. And now the fun part is a box. What I'm going to do, I do believe, is I'm going to double box this. It's going to make it stronger. And I think that it will fit in these boxes. This is a box that, it is the large shipping box. It's a 12 by 12 by 7 size. You can get these free on USPS.com if you log on to their website. I use these boxes a lot. Someone else had sent me something in a box, so I'm reusing it. And I think I'm going to lay this in here, and then I'm going to start patting it. And then I'm going to put another box and I'll show you what I'm going to do, and put another box on top of it. The 2 layers of box will just give it that much more protection. So you have to go into the mindset that this box is going to get tossed around. It's going to get tossed around. So I'm going to use some more of this paper to make a cushion on the bottom. You don't want your item to raw touch the box. You want it to have some cushion. Definitely that cushion, some of it needs to be bubble wrap, but I'm going to use some more of this craft paper, and I'm going to cover all sides on every angle. This thing and the thing I'm going to pack up next are the 2 things that make me the most nervous about shipping. But I'm staying calm, cool, and collected, and we're going to get it done. So I'm just going to shove some of this paper on each side to provide that pattern. Again, this is all paper from me going and shopping at antique malls that have wrapped up my items. I bring it home and I reuse it. Then I'm also going to put some on top. Because now look, this isn't, I'm not going to be able to close this box, and it doesn't matter because I'm going to put another box on over it. And I'll show you that in just a second. All right, get you all tucked in there. Nice and good. I'm going to grab another 12 by 12 by 7 box, the exact same size. And I'm going to put it on top of the other one. It takes a little bit of wiggling. Oh, this flap is out. Gotta get you in, flap. But do you see what I'm saying is you're providing 2 layers of protection as far as the cardboard goes. So you see there's 2 layers. There's this box and then this outer box. And it's still, you still have some room up here on the top so you can close it. But before I do that, I'm going to add more paper. Because we don't want when I close it, I don't want there to be really hardly any room for it to get smashed. All right. I'm going to tape this. Now, doing this, a couple things you have to take into consideration. It does make it heavier, and it makes it bigger. So this is no longer a 12 by 12 by 7. I'm sorry, 12 by 12 by 8. It's no longer a 12 by 12 by 8 box. We'll have to measure it again. But I hear no sound. I know that it's doubly protected. You are going to use some tape to tape this up. Just saying, all of these things need to be in consideration when you are shipping items. This is why, one of the reasons, one of many, why I do not do free shipping. Because this stuff costs money. And I mean, people that do free shipping, it's not really free shipping. They're charging you more for the item. They're charging you more than what the item is worth because somebody has to pay for shipping. So that's my spiel about that. It's not really free shipping. You're many times you're paying much more than the item's worth because somebody's got to pay for all this stuff. Okay. And then I'll turn the box over and I'm just going to tape up where these boxes touched. And then again on this side. Just where, and I'll show you up close here in a second. Mainly just where those seams are. You see those seams? Another thing, another little tip is to make sure that after you put your tape on, that you rub your box. You give it a nice rub to make sure that all of your tape is on there nice and good. Okay. So I think we're good. Now let's measure it. Now I know that it's going to be 12 by 12. We already know that. That's given because that we didn't change the width. We changed the height of the box. So let's measure and see how tall. It's now 14 inches tall. So it's 12 by 12 by 14 instead of 8. So we've changed the measurement of the box. And it weighs, get out of the room, get out of the way, tape, 4 pounds and 12 ounces. The next thing is our girl here. You make me nervous, girl. You make me nervous. But we're going to get you to your good home. Okay, so she has a void, which means she's hollow, which means I'm going to shove something inside her. I was going to use some newspaper that I had, but I don't want... The thing with newspaper is that I don't want the newspaper print to get all over our girl. She's too good for that. So I'm not going to use newspaper on. Now I may use newspaper as padding after she's all wrapped up in her tissue paper or in her bubble wrap, because it's not going to touch the item itself. This is the oddest feeling. I'm wrapping up this head. I've never wrapped up a mannequin before, so this is a first. It's a first for me. So we're going to tuck and roll you, girl, very carefully, because we don't want her to break before she's even going on her journey. I'm feeling like she's nice and covered. Should I put a bow around her neck? That's kind of creepy. Let's do that. It's kind of creepy. We're going to give you a little bow tie, girl. Yeah, that works. Put a business card. A couple of these little fun cards, trivia cards. Now we're looking for a box. You know, I have a box down here that I think would be perfect. I need to empty it. Now, it's not the prettiest box in the world. It's a Pampers box. But it's nice and thick. And she fits in there like a glove. I think I'm going to use it. Call me tacky. I don't care. Because all I care about is this girl getting to her new home safe and sound. So I'm going to use some of this plastic as a nice little bed for our girl. Okay. So nice little cushion in there for our girl. And I know that it has these little handle things on there, but we can take those up. I mean, we got to put more cushion in there, but... All right, now let's see. I'm thinking she might be good. I'm thinking she might be good. I'm going to put a little bit... Okay, so let's... Call me tacky if you want, but it's a good box. not going anywhere. She's good. Now let's where we go. This is 18 by 9 by 11. Now let's see how much she weighs. She weighs 4 pounds, 11 ounces. Okay, so I'm making sure all of our tape is good. She's good. Okay, so I think I'm going to finish getting this stuff packed up. It's good if I record every single one, it's going to slow me down a little bit. So I figured I would do kind of the hardest things to show you. So I hope that you enjoyed this little video, and let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like me to do a little bit more often, is kind of rig up that camera like I had it and show you some of the things that I'm going to be packing. So let me know in the comments if that would interest you or help you out in some way. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure that you please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.